Today we are going to start Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 extended from May-June 2020, paper code 0580/22. This paper has 27 questions. In this video, I will explain 2 questions, which is part 1. In my next video, I will explain 2 more questions as part 2. And like this, I will continue until I finish the whole paper. So kindly follow this series. Let's start with the question number 1. Write down the order of rotational symmetry of the diagram. So what is the given diagram? The given diagram is 4 by 4 square grid, and here they shaded 2 parts in this diagram. So we have to write down the order of rotational symmetry. Let's see how to find the order of rotational symmetry. First we have to remember what is a rotational symmetry. When an object or shape looks exactly the same after being rotated. That means if you rotate any shape, after also the shape should be matches with the original shape. That is a rotational symmetry. So I will try to explain this rotational symmetry with an example. Let's take any shape. So I am taking this image also because I want to show the difference. Here what I am going to do, first I am going to rotate 90 degrees, then I am going to rotate 180 degrees, then 270, then 360. So 4 times I am going to rotate, and I am going to observe is this exactly matches with this original shape or not. Suppose if you consider this is a 0 degrees, so this is the 90, then this is the 180, then this is 270, and then again this is 360, isn't it? So now I am going to rotate 90 degrees, that means 0 to here. So let's rotate this shape 0 to here. If I rotate this shape, is it matches with the original shape? No, isn't it? See here, if you bring this one, this shape is not exactly the same. That means after 90 degrees rotation, this shape does not match with the original shape. Now let's try for the 180 degrees. This is a 0 degrees, so let's rotate to 180. So 0 to 180. Now observe here. So if you match with this original shape, it looks same. At 180 degrees, this shape matches with the original shape. So that means at 180 degrees, rotation symmetry works. So now let's try for the 270 degrees. That means you have to rotate 0 to 90, 180, then 270. So let's rotate this. See, this is 90, then this is 180, then this is 270. Now observe here. Now if it matches with the original one, it does not match. Now let's try to the 360 degrees. That means full rotation. So now it is in 0 degrees position, then turn to 90 degrees, then turn to 180, then turn to 270, then turn to 360. So we did the full rotation. So now this shape is exactly matches with the previous shape, isn't it? So that's why 360 degrees it works. Since this diagram looks the same twice during the full rotation at 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So that's why this order of rotation symmetry is 2. For this shape is 2. So this is a way to find the order of rotation symmetry. Now let's find for this square grid. Here what we have to do, first we have to observe at 90 degrees rotation, then 180 degrees rotation, 270 degrees rotation, and 360 degree rotation. Let's go and find for the order of rotation symmetry for this diagram. So what they given a 4 by 4 square grid. Before draw the shaded part, let's label the corners A, B, C, D. So that means this is also A, B, C, D. Now shaded the region. So where you have to shade at point A 1 unit after we have to start the shaded region. At point A 1 unit after the shaded region starts. That means here. So you have to go 3 units horizontally, then 1 unit, 1 more. So this is the shaded region for this part. And see 1 unit after the shaded region starts. So this is the part they shaded. Now what we have to do, rotate for 90 degrees. Actually this is the 0 degrees, right? Now 0 degrees, the line is AB. If you rotate 0 to 90, that means the AB line comes this side, isn't it? So that means this side is AB. After a 90 degrees rotation, the AB line comes here. If this is AB line, that means you have to draw B to C. That means B to C. This is the C point and this is the D point. Now where is the shaded region comes? At A point 1 unit after the shaded region starts. That means here. C to D. That means C to D. Here you have to take at 1 unit after the shaded region starts. So 1 unit after the shaded region starts. That means here. So we shaded the regions. Now you have to compare the shaded region parts. For this image, the shaded region comes here. But here in this image, the shaded region comes here. So which is not exactly same. After a 90 degrees rotation, the shaded squares does not match the original positions. So at 90 degrees, it does not match. Let's try to draw for 180 degrees. This is 0 degrees. So 180 means you have to rotate up to bottom, isn't it? If you rotate up to bottom, that means the AB line comes to bottom. That means the AB line comes here, AB, because we rotate up to bottom. So if it is A, so then you have to join A to D. So this point is D and the remaining this part is C. Now where the shaded region comes? At A point, 1 unit after your shaded region starts. Where it starts? On the line AB. So on the line AB, 1 unit after the shaded region starts. That means here up to here. This is the shaded region. And then C to D, 1 unit after your shaded region starts. That means here. Now observe that these two shapes. So it exactly the shaded regions matches. After a 180 degree rotation, perfectly matches with their starting positions, isn't it? Only you have to observe only the shaded squares, not these ABCD points. So that means at 180 degrees it works. Similarly, if you rotate 270 degrees, A point comes here, then B point here, so then C here, D here. The shaded region comes here. So this is at 270 degrees, then C to D, the shaded region comes here. So which is not same with the original diagram. So that means at 270 degrees, the shaded regions does not match with the original positions. So now let's try for the 360. So AB is 0 degrees. If you full rotation, then 360 also comes here. So that means AB comes here only. Then CD comes here. It is exactly same like our original image, isn't it? At 360, it exactly matches with the original positions. Since the diagram looks the same twice during a full rotation at 180 degrees and 360 degrees. That's why the order of rotational symmetry of this diagram is 2. I hope you understand this question. Let's go to the next question. At noon, the temperature in Maseru was 21 degrees Celsius. At midnight, the temperature had fallen by 26 degrees Celsius. Work out the temperature at midnight. So we have to work out on the midnight temperature. How can you work out the midnight temperature? First, let's take the noon temperature. That means afternoon temperature. That is 21 degrees Celsius. At midnight, the temperature had fallen. Fallen is nothing but a subtraction. So that means from afternoon temperature, if you subtract the midnight temperature, which is 26 degrees Celsius, then we are going to get the midnight temperature. So 21 minus 26, which gives minus 5. So here it is a temperature, that's why you have to write the degrees Celsius, minus 5 degrees Celsius. In my next video, I will explain 2 more questions as a part 2. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.